Oh my goodness, guys. The island is coming together. Check it out. I am loving the progress. It is really, 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 really coming together. Lovies, I am so pleased with the way this island is coming together. You know, I had planned to do something else with the island as far as the sides and the top is concerned, but I am loving this natural wood. So I think I may end up just doing a stain on it. But guys, if you're here and you're here on my channel, I think you're here for the title, How to Make a Drawer. And that's the drawer that I made. That drawer, that door, and that door came on that ready-made island. So my drawer looks a little bit different from that one. And my middle door is going to look similar to my drawer. So that's why I took that door right there off and placed it right here. But lovies, I am so pleased with the way that this is coming together. And I went ahead and I completed my open shelving for my spices. And the spice racks are looking good. And lovies, I just wanted to show you guys the back of the island. I am almost done with it. I have cut my hardwood board, but I have not attached it. So the only thing that's left to do is to complete this back portion right here and to create my door and then figure out whether or not I'm going to paint it, stain it, or what I had planned to do with it. But lovies, I am pleased with the way that this is coming. And welcome back to part 2, guys. Like I said, this is about the drawer, how to make a drawer. So let's get to that video. But before we do that, let's do a recap. Guys, this is where the island began. Once I had made it over and I decided that I wanted to enlarge the island. So I started with that board right there. And guys, you all know that you can find those bar stools on my channel as well. And then guys, I began to build up the frame of the kitchen island. And from there, I went ahead and added both sides to the island and I attached it with screws. And then I went on further to create the base. But lovies, if you're still here, go ahead and take this time to click on that subscribe button and the bell so that you can be notified of future uploads. Hello lovies, and welcome back to Ladija's Creations. In my last video, this is where I ended with my kitchen island. And what I'm getting ready to do now is to go ahead and create a drawer for that space right there. And I have gone ahead and I've cut my wood for my drawer. And as you all can see, it is in the shape of a U. I'm going to be using plywood and 1x2 boards. I'm also going to be using a 1x3 board that is going to fit across the front portion of the drawer. But before I go ahead and get started with all of that, I'm going to go ahead and create a square, which is going to be the center portion of the drawer that is going to attach to that 1x3 in the front. I think I'm going to go ahead and attach these pieces to the plywood first and then create my square. I'm going to start out by placing some nails right here and over here, and then I'm going to flip this over and attach the plywood to the U-shaped frame. Okay guys, so I had ran out of my shorter brad nails, so I'm having to use some little screws instead. I have to go to the store tomorrow and get some of the shorter ones. Ooh. I don't know what I'm thinking about. I am just messing up all around. I need to drill some pilot hole. That's what I really need to do. Because like I said, I am messing up. Where's my... Okay, so I'm just going to drill some pilot holes here. And guys, I messed up. So I'm going to have to shade down that brad nail. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's the longer brad nail. So right now, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and drill some pilot holes. Yes, you're the God of a second chance. Okay guys, so I've got my U shape on, and now what I'm getting ready to do is to go and build a square to fit inside of here with 1x3 boards, and that's going to be the drawer. And then I'm going to attach this piece right here to the front face of the square, which will be the pull out portion of the front part of the drawer. Okay, so the next thing I'm getting ready to do is to take this board right here, and I'm going to place it up under here. And this is what I'm going to be connecting to the inside of the drawer to hold this portion. And I will more than likely make a brace for the drawer and then connect it to the sides of the cabinet. So what I'm getting ready to do is to go ahead and nail these two pieces right here together. So this is what I just added. When I stick this inside of the cabinet, I'm going to be attaching this portion to the front portion of the cabinet. I'm going to nail that piece to the front portion of the cabinet. It's going to be in front of it. But what I'm getting ready to do now is to go and make a square. That's going to be the drawer. I don't know the technical name for my U-shaped piece here, but I call it my drawer stopper. And my U-shaped piece here is what's going to stop that front portion of the drawer from going any further than it ordinarily would. Okay guys, I'm just building my square here, which is going to be the pull out portion of my drawer. And I'm just drilling pilot holes, and then I'm going to add the screws. And after that, I'm going to add a base to it, which is going to be made from plywood. Okay guys, so here I'm just making the front face of the drawer, and right now I am just adding pilot holes and my screws to these pieces. This front face of the drawer is going to be in the shape of a rectangle. No, I am not giving out measurements simply because your drawer may not be the same size as mine's. Therefore, you will have to measure your own drawer and make it accordingly. But I am trying to show you how to make it. Okay, so now I've added my screws, and now I'm getting ready to do the same thing to the other side. And I'm going to be placing that piece of wood right there on top, the same way I did the other side. I'm going to drill my pilot holes and add my screws to the piece. Here I'm just shaving down this front piece that I'm adding to the front face of the drawer. I'm going to cut off both of those sides too. And I'm using my Hyper Tough hand saw. Okay, so now that I've made my rectangle, now I'm going to be adding this piece of plywood over the top. And I have gone ahead and added my pilot holes, where I'm going to be placing my handle. And I'm also going to be adding this piece right here in the middle. I'm going to drill 2 pilot holes in that, and that is where my handle is going to go through. I'm going to add screws on each end to support the piece. I'm getting ready to drill my pilot hole through that piece of wood on the bottom. I'm going to do that other side the same way as well. I'm going to do the other side the same as well, and all that's left to do is to paint it. The screw is flush with the wood. Okay guys, so I have gone ahead and attached that U-shaped tray that I built in the beginning to the front portion of the cabinet, and I attached it with those 2 screws right there in the front. And that's the piece that you can see poking out from behind the gray front. The drawer is leaning now, but what I'm getting ready to do is to build a wood brace to hold it in place. This is going to be the brace that is going to lift the drawer up. I'm just going to go ahead and drill my pilot holes and add my screws and then place it up under the cabinet. So these pieces right here did come in handy. I have gone ahead and attached that other end, but I'm going to have to wait and size this where I need it once I place this underneath the cabinet. Okay, so this is the brace that I'm getting ready to place up under the drawer, and it's going to lift it up. I'm going to be attaching it to the wall and also to the drawer. And this is the way the drawer is going to be sitting up once I place that brace up under it. And now I'm just getting up to come back around and check and make sure that that drawer is going to flow in and out the way that it should. And now I'm just going to go ahead and attach the brace to the left side of the cabinet. And no, I am not left-handed. I'm just multi-dexterous. I am now getting ready to attach the brace on the opposite wall. I'm also going to attach the brace to the bottom side of the drawer as well. I'm going to attach that piece right there to the slide out portion of the drawer. And I don't know if I said it when I was making this drawer, that I call these the stoppers. Actually, it's not these. It's this piece right here and that piece right there, the drawer stopper. Because when the drawer is going in and out, that is basically what stops the drawer from going any further. Now I'm adding this drawer stopper. One, two, three. Now I'm adding this front piece to go across the drawer. And I'm just going to take and put one screw in it. And then this piece right here is going to go over the front portion of the drawer. And guys, all that's left to do is to paint the drawer. This is the drawer. So, it's going to be slightly different from this drawer right here, but the premise is the same. Now, what I may end up doing is trying to sand my edges down just a little bit more, including this here. But other than that, it's similar. Of course, it's not going to be the same. This was probably made by some type of machine. Yeah, I just have to paint it. Just going to show you the brace that I made for it. That's the brace that I made for the drawer to hold it up. It's going from over there to back over here. Now all I have to do is this area right here for my spice racks. Going to be 3 sections. One is going to come to about there, and then the other one is going to be about there. I think it's going to be a little bit higher, but anyways, y'all get the gist of it. It's going to be 3 sections but 2 shelves.